We sit on the porch at El Micho's. It's nice. Maria at school. Rico tells what he did in the port on the day they unloaded the glycerin. Of course, before he reached the helicopter, the trucks vanished with the goods, infuriating him. He established that another showed up with the papers, and after showing the appropriate stamps and key, the containers were loaded onto the trucks. The trucks must be around somewhere, because a convoy of so many cars on the road would be visible from a helicopter. He must still be in town somewhere, or at least during the day. Tucked away, parked even in the port area. The fake Esmaza is gone. The documentation was also found to be forged. The police are officially looking for that glycerin. Rico did not make it to Esmaza, although he knew the brothers were meeting at the bookstore. He set up his agents at the port and they determined that the containers had been replaced. They also found that there were a total of 24 containers of glycerin on the ship, not just the 12 I ordered. Who owns the second dozen? Why was the second dozen ordered by someone without an inhibitor that is necessary for glycerin stabilization? I related my arrangements and the deal with the Esmaz brothers. I praised the puppy for a good idea. El Mico smelled proud of his daughter. He was not too privy to our museum activities, but he knew what we were doing, and this case with Dasfas brought him closer to our problems, and thanks to Maria, he suddenly belonged to the family. After all, I won't tell them that he can read my thoughts and I can tell him. We sit on the porch at Al Mija and sip rum. A strong percentage of the home brew, rum of the local brand, extra barreled and distilled for us. Pure as gold, fiery as gold. It is poured into us through the channels through which the dead enter our bodies, and breaths escape through these openings into the fullness of space. Rum and heat do their job. The rum is cooled by heating. The heat stops working. The dead flee your body. I suspect that Mariolo remained in Tiago's body, but that's probably only because he's still alive. We talked until the evening, eating spicy chicken and long funny noodles called hearing pears. Maria waited at her mother's and had a change of dressing ready for me, but she didn't want to come in when the men were talking. Her mother, Elmi his wife, was a plump Indian woman with protruding cheekbones and a flat beautiful forehead. Her long raven hair reached down to earth. I knew her nakedness from El Micha's mind, and though I did not realize it, it felt the same to him as he did to see her. It was a pleasant gurgling of blood in my veins. A feeling alien to the cold European self. El Mico knew how to live. After nearly 300 years, he knew what was right. He was sitting in the corner, in the most heated armchair, and yet he was not at all tired and his calm eyes looked at us silently. I heard his music, joyful and sincere as his soul sang. And I was seized by his thoughts. However, I was already quite drunk and I was aware of the hole in my stomach that was slowly granulating, overgrowing with scab. From tomorrow, I have to wear a welt so that the tied muscle can get the right time. Maria changed my dressing as soon as they carried me downstairs to the room. It was her real room. An Indian room I've never been to. I have lived here for so long and I have never seen a room like this. Seemingly Spanish black furniture, arabesque carvings, a cross and a mirror as it should be, even a kneeler with a prayer book. White lace Isabella and a heavy candlestick. On the other hand, colored wool. Lots of colorful blouses and jeans, plastic and real gold jewelry. VCRs and tape recorders, piles of CDs and DVDs, laptops and old computers. Brushes, combs and hairbands. Some backpacks and pink boxing gloves. 2 Sasha Barbie dolls with their legs torn out. Fallen books and some junk. She waited all evening to dress my wound. Now she hugged without a word. And I was silent with her. Her mother brought us milk and dried pies. She closed the door quietly. El Mico didn't tell me a word about her. He had never introduced her to me before. Where are his children from almost 300 years ago? Did Maria know about her father as I do? Who will El Mico be when Maria is an old lady with a stick? We slept as we fell asleep. In clothes and in headphones on the ears. Maria showed me pictures of her friends and former and would-be boys. They didn't impress me because I knew everything about them anyway. As soon as she showed the photo. With you, no fun in seeing pictures. She finally screamed. You know them. She sighed. But the channel, I closed the collection of boys and threw it in the corner. She started kissing me. But I guess I didn't feel like it because she stopped right away. Just don't feed me now. I thought extra for her. She sat down on the bed and wrung her hands. And I thought I had you. I laughed and the wound let go. She had to do the dressing again. More at www.kubi.pl under TS012A.